Last night, I was having a very interesting conversation with Black YouTuber Anthony Brian Logan. We were joined later by Brandon Tatum and a slew of other African-American YouTubers. And we started to discuss, at least me and Anthony Brian Logan, prior to their joining, why are there so many upper class, middle class, hardworking African-Americans who side with liberal policies, who vote on the behalf of blacks who are consistently failing? And that's a good question to ask, because these African Americans have worked very hard. They've gotten themselves out of certain situations. Why do they still make excuses for those who are failing? And Anthony Brian Logan says it's simple. Because they are guilty about their own success. Because they have done well. They have overcome obstacles. They feel as if they don't reach back and have pity on those who are doing very good for themselves, or who are not doing very good for themselves, that they're guilty about it. They feel like they have sold out. They feel as though they have left people hanging. So consistently they adopt talking points which are not true, which do not represent their own hard work, which do not represent the fact that they had to compete, in order to give people who are failing that opportunity or an excuse to keep failing. I had to analyze that. And while I was analyzing that, a commenter, subscriber, moderator, and a personal friend of mine, Moses, he says I'm guilty of my success. Now, in the neighborhood that we grew up called Del Paso Heights, there were not many black men going to college for academic reasons and athletic reasons. Moses graduated as I think the highest performing senior at Morehouse College of Business. He's doing very well for himself. He's a very intelligent, highly articulate person. He was in the military. He worked real hard for himself. But the question is, why is he feeling guilty about his success? And see, this is why I have such talking points about black men in general, black people, or black men more in particular, about how you end up being used in black communities for the same reason. You see, you wanted something for your life, not anybody else. Many times, nobody gave you a chance. You worked hard. You brought yourself up to a standard. You performed. You did what it took to win. And yet you find in your heart that you feel bad about that because somebody else didn't put in the time that you put in. Somebody else didn't do what you did. So therefore, you need to, as a group, to make excuses for those people who did not have your vision, who did not have their work ethic. You should help them out. You should make excuses as to why they can't do what you did. And in many ways, this is why the black community is where it is right now. You want to know why you have people doing things? Want to know why we have such a high out of wedlock birth, or high prison population, or people like T.I. who can speak on black issues and they make trap music museums? It's all because of the intelligent and hardworking blacks. Those of you who are liberal, what you have done is you have given people an excuse to keep failing. You don't understand that you're not helping them. See, let me talk to those of you who are Donald Trump haters. You don't like Republicans. I can understand all of that, and I'm not even. Let's talk to you about this. I don't want you to talk about what it is that you've done in your life. I want to talk about how hard that you had to work. I want to talk about what you had to do every day to get out of bed to do what you wanted to build something for your life. No, nobody gave you anything, right? You, when you die, got to get in the casket by yourself. So because of you working hard and you doing what you need to do, how can you feel bad about how you live your life? Because deep down inside, you know that it takes hard work to make it. You know this. You understand this. Everybody knows this. But yet, you want to tell a people that they're failing because of someone else or maybe something else. And to an extent, we understand that racism has played a role. But for you, that was not an excuse. You didn't let racism hold you back. You didn't let certain traps slow you up. You were determined to be however you wanted to be because you took the personal accountability. But you are the same person who says you love black people, so you make excuses for those who fail all the time. And again, I get it. I understand racism. I understand that blacks don't have a fair chance. I get that. Historically, that has been our reality. But at the same time, with the opportunities that you do have now, how can you honestly say you love a group of people and you're willing to make excuses for them, knowing that it will set them back? And the only reason I can think that black liberals who are high and mighty or upper class, they do it because of success guilt, or you want to see black people fail so that you look good. I hope B is not the case or the option. I hope that a lot of our black elite or top percentage of blacks are not making excuses for blacks simply because they won't be replacing them. They won't come to the level that they are. And a lot of blacks are like that. We have blacks who have made it. They understand it takes hard work. They understand that it takes discipline. But you want to tell blacks that they should be victimized and feel certain ways because you don't want competition. You want to be the only smart one. You want to be the only one with the Ivy League degrees. You want to be the only one with the business. But again, for those people who have done this and made excuses for people who have not made it to the par, tough. You as African American men, you know that you must have standards. You know that you must compete. You know that you must bring your A game every fucking day. Everybody understands this deep down. You know it. Democrat black or liberal black or conservative black or whatever, independent black. We all know this. So why are we telling our people that they should have an excuse for things that happen to them so they can keep underperforming? So they can keep not moving forward? So they can keep not progressing? I mean, you understand what it takes. It's hard work. It's discipline. It's showing up every day. That's what life's about. So why don't we tell our people that? Why don't we tell our people you don't have anything coming? Why don't we tell our people, no, I'm successful and I made it. No, I'm not going to give you $10,000 for nothing. You need to work for it. Here's how you can do it, but you need to put the effort in. No, I'm not going to bail you out simply because you're black. You need to put the effort in and show up. And then if you put the effort in, you can do what I'm doing. See, we don't tell our folks that. We want to throw money at them. Oh, let's get our entertainers to build a school for us. Oh, let's get our entertainers to do this for us or to do that for us. Oh, or only all the athletes, entertainers, they should be the only ones given to the black community and nobody else. Why don't all of our athletes and actors and actresses, why don't they bail out the black community while everybody else keep their money and go buy Jordans and Rims? See, this is what you get. And then you get it entitled people. And then you get people who are successful. And when they want to be successful, blacks hate them because you want to feel guilty about the hard work that you've done. And so then it gives the person who's not successful the power. And I'm telling you, stupid people have no business being in power. They have no opinions. People who are underachieving in any community, they don't have a say-so. It doesn't work like that. People who are underachieving or are lacking or are lazy or don't want to hit the core, they don't run anything. They don't have it. Their opinion is nothing. But only in black America is that the case. The people who have the least in the community, they have the loudest mics. They have the big, no. It's a new day. And I need everybody who has ever had some success to stand on it. You worked for it. You don't owe anybody shit. Because I can tell you, for those people who, when they get it, the dope man get it, the robber get it, he don't feel guilty about what he doing. He only feel guilty when he caught. They don't feel guilty. So why should you? And that's what the message is. Stop feeling guilty about your damn success. You work for it. You own it. You stand up on it and be proud of it. And God damn it, that's all I got to say tonight. So again, I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. Again, thank you for those who've been looking at my Thirst Box series. I will put that in the first comment. Check out my Thirst Box, right? Episode 4, I have a series of that. Go ahead and watch that. My Oshay Vlogcast channel, I would love for you to go subscribe over there. Again, Oshay, Vlogcast. That's my other channel. Hit the bell, subscribe. For those of you who want to support me on Patreon, you know what it is. My information is there for the Negro Manosphere. But I just want to thank everybody for coming on. Listen to what I have to say. Hopefully it helps you. Hopefully it changes your perspective. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I am out.